Welcome back to our prison series. This is episode 61. Today we are going to get on to the topic about what does solitary confinement do to your face, and we're going to get into the article about it, about the before and after photos of prisoners who have spent many years in isolation. And welcome back to the channel. So look, they said it was like coming back from the dead, said one of the prisoners in isolation in California's Pelican Bay State Prison, of seeing their own photograph for the first time in over 20 years. They saw an old man, noted another. At the last count, there was an estimate of 80,000 prisoners in isolation across the United States, though originally conceived as an infringement and short-term form of punishment. This type of confinement has become both widespread and prolonged. Tens of thousands of prisoners sit alone in their cell for up to 23 hours a day for months and even years on. There are more than 1,000 prisoners in isolation in Pelican Bay alone. For 25 years, until a 2011 hunger strike prompted the Department of Corrections to change its policy. These prisoners were banned for having their photos taken. And now would be a good time to like the video and to subscribe. Don't forget to check out the rest of the prison series as well as my death series. Most recent episode is about Harry Houdini and the life he lived. And don't forget to check out my topics about P. Diddy. And speaking of P. Diddy, you know, this he can relate to. Diddy does not look like himself anymore after he has been in prison since September. You know, imagine what he's feeling and looking like. He is probably crumbling on the inside. Now, let's jump back into this topic. So today it says that they are allowed one photo taken by a guard in handcuffs or belly chains, no retakes each year. So Michael Montgomery, a reporter who has been covering the California prison system for over 10 years, decided to use these newly permissible photographs to explore another of California's controversial policies: the extraordinary length of time some men spend isolated from another human being. He spent 11 months corresponding with prisoners, interviewing families, and gathering photographs. The results: a collaboration between the Center for Investigative Reporting. Okay? So they're just trying to say this is remarkable, the documentation of what it looks like to be cut off from friends and family and then to re-emerge years later in a picture. Later this year, the federal judge will hear a class action lawsuit alleging that treatment of prisoners at Pelican Bay constitutes cruel and unusual punishment. No doubt the ruling will have a profound effect on the lives of those 9 prisoners who spend their days in windowless cells and haven't touched another human being in years, and whose photos and letters along the Montgomery's notes are published in this gallery. This is life for prisoners in one of America's highest security lockups. Who knew they didn't have a window, right, people? That's so crazy. But we are going to do a part 2 about what prison does to your face. So stay tuned. That will be in the next video. And like, share, and subscribe.